Good morning, y'all. I'm late again. I know I'm early to the voyage room, earlier than I typically am, but I'm about to be late for work again. They've already called me. I've been called into the office. That's a warning. I've had other supervisors to put my attitude and my habits towards being late on my evaluation. I'm a professional. My mind says that as long as I get my work, as long as I get my work done. I know that's not the right attitude. I should be better. I've got to be better. Gotta be better. So, good morning, and welcome to Living Out Loud, the podcast, my podcast. I am living out loud, and I'm bringing you all along with me. I've been trying to explain why I am doing this car chat, these videos. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It came to me the other morning. That's why I'm doing this. God chooses ordinary people. He uses people just like me and you, who are willing to do He commands. He said, physician. That's what he called me. Physician. Heal thyself. God uses people that will give him all. No matter how small your all might seem to you, because little becomes much. All I have is my telephone. Little different kind of way. Use me. Yeah, I want to. I'm a servant. I am a servant. In my jobs, I've worked as a public servant. It's what I do. Public service. Okay. So, might as well keep it moving. And that, you know, this is what I've been doing. Might as well keep on doing it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it out loud. I'm just living my life, my every. Anyway, I'm rambling. Pocket watching with JT. So I'm on this journey. I am going to take you all on this journey with me. The journey is, the end goal is to watch me work towards my long-term goal. Watch me do what I need to do in order to reach that goal. You all are going to watch me if you all at all interested. And you can follow along with me. We can do this thing together. Because my plan is to use the proceeds from this YouTube channel. I'm going to figure out how to get monetized from the other platforms too. But right now I'm focused on YouTube. So I'm going to use the proceeds from this YouTube channel to build, to get, to work the plan, to work my plan. I had a coworker that asked me a few years ago, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Ooh, that question there opened up, oh man, so much. Because while I had a plan, I hadn't even thought about working it. Oh Lord, please don't let me walk out of the house without my water. Oh Lord, please. Ha. Thank you. Show thank you. Shout out to Earl Bynum. I told y'all I sang with the Virginia Mass Choir. I'm gonna get back to pocket watching with JT. But yeah, I'm going here. Earl Bynum, and shout out to Cedric Rowson. Oh man. Remember, I'm an artist. So I look at things a little bit the way I look at things. And I really love watching people who are really good at what I mean. Awesome, great, talented. Both of these young men, talented, creative, awesome in their own right. I watched Cedric. We were someplace in Virginia. We were all over the place, the Virginia Mass Choir, under the direction of Mr. Earl awesome. But anyway, we were someplace, and there was a piano in the middle of the floor. And at some point, Cedric sat down at the piano and started playing. Oh my God. It was awesome. And he was just messing around, practicing, scared, maybe warming up. It was so awesome to hear. So awesome to hear that music coming from that piano in that space. The acoustics was awesome. Yeah. Awesome, talented young man. And Minister Earl Bynum, who, he directed the choir. Awesome. I watched him listen to hear for anything and everything. I watched him change a song, a tune. I watched him change it right there on the spot. Oh man, it was an awesome sight to behold. I loved being in their presence. I just enjoyed being in their presence, watching and learning. Because I too was quiet. Oh man, that was so much fun. So much fun. I enjoyed that immensely. Not of the Virginia Men's Choir at my very small local church. Anyway, watching people, watching artists do their thing. Okay, this is where I understood the privilege of being a public servant. It was a prayer breakfast, and I was the servant. I was serving the people. And so I was enjoying the whole thing. I was enjoying interacting with the people, getting their orders, finding out what they wanted, going to the kitchen, and the kitchen had a professional. She was a professional. She was an artist in the kitchen this particular morning, this particular prayer breakfast. And I was just having really a good time barking out the orders for the kitchen. I was trying to be funny. Like, I'd seen a movie or a show or something where the server was putting up orders and the cook would bark back the order and with the spatula hit the bell, pick it up. Anyway, so I was barking orders at her. She was ignoring me and doing her thing. She won't phased by me and what I was doing at all. But I was having a good time. I think I'm funny in my old age, and I make myself laugh, so, okay. Anyway, as long as somebody's laughing, and if it's just me, that's fine. I'm good with that. Anyway, this is what I learned that day, that morning, at public servant unless I have what I need to serve the people. I am going to have bed and breakfasts, small bed and breakfasts in the areas you can pay and stay. And what you're going to get is a place of peace. That's the first thing you're going to get. You're going to get a place of peace. You're going to get, I think I'll be getting off. Traffic is back up. You're going to get a bed with a comfortable bed in a clean room. You're going to get fresh towels and clean sheets and all that. You might even get, there will be nice bathrobes hanging in the closet. And there will be breakfast. There's breakfast there for you. That is what I'm offering. A place of peace. Just a place to get away. A place to stay if that's what you want. It's not going to cost you an arm and 6 legs. That's not its purpose. That's not the purpose of those rooms, of those spaces. And y'all know where this is coming from, this dream, this goal, this purpose, from receiving that, what I'm planning, what I'm offering from the angel of my life. I got it from her. This is what she offered. She offered hospitality. She made sure that I wasn't hungry. So when you come, you will not be hungry. You will get breakfast. A nice breakfast. Good breakfast. There will be fruit and veggies. Danishes if that's what you want. Eggs. You have access to the kitchen. You have a nice kitchen. You have a nice kitchen. You have access to the kitchen. You have access to the bathroom. There's living space and a big outdoor living space. This is what you will have access to at my small bed and breakfasts. They sound a little different, don't they? They sound like boarding houses, rental houses. Anyway, that's the plan. And those little houses, those little spots are going to help me raise capital for the big one, the big bed and breakfast, the vacation space, the vacation house, the venue, the space, the house that's sitting on a large piece of property that is plush and green with flowers and orchards and I know, I dream big. I told you I'm an artist and my work is big. It's big. So, yeah. But not impossible. It's not impossible. It is quite possible. And now I tell you the truth. Watching Fun and Budget or something like that with Tanisha Davis. videos struck a little fear up in me. I've been thinking, my mindset has been that I can always have a tenant in my properties if I accept Section 8. Well, Tanisha had a person receiving Section 8 in her property. But this person had been in her property for years. Then something went wrong. Something went terribly, terribly wrong. I don't know what, well, I don't know what happened in this lady's life, but she stopped paying the rent. And Tanisha had to do what Tanisha had to do. But before the tenant left, she did all kinds of craziness to destroy this woman's property. Tanisha had had a relationship with this woman for 12 plus years. I think that this tenant did what she did to hurt Tanisha. I think that probably made her feel some kind of way. And Tanisha is honest in her videos, and like me, she is a crybaby. And I'm thinking that action, the action that tenant took, Tanisha took it personally, and that it was probably the reason for some of her tears. I can imagine. She wouldn't have to say that to me. I can imagine, because it would bring me to tears to have someone that you had a good relationship with just turn around and do something so heinous just for the sake of hurting you. Anyway, so that's going on in my head, in my mind. But I know that I need a great team. In order to go where I'm trying to go, I need a great team. And I've already had conversation with my real estate agent. Hello, good morning. We've talked about it. I've told her, I told you this was coming. Now, I think the workaround for me not to end up in a situation like Tanisha is to have a property manager. So I'm talking to the sisters. I'm talking to the sisters, and I'll shout y'all out when you give me permission to. Sure will. I'm talking to you, my real estate agent. You've been with me for a long time. You've been with me for a time. You got me in that cottage. I'm surrounded by water on 3 sides. Hello. You did it. You got me in there. It took a minute, but so it don't matter. We did it. And we're going to do it again anyway. Yeah, I'm going to say this while being that I'm living out loud. So now I'm going to have, okay, there will be a property out of state. because it's out of state, I can't get a property manager in that state, maybe. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with the property that it's not mine, not yet. It's Dad's, and he wants to age in place. And if that is what he wants, that is what he should have. But what do I do with the property when he's gone? I was thinking that I would hold on to it and let his grandchildren live in it. They don't want it. They don't want to be where he is. They don't want it. They don't want it. So okay. Maybe they'll change. Maybe one of them will change their mind. But that would be the first option, to let them take over the property and live in it, care for it, maintain it, stack their cash. Remember, there's money to be made on these YouTube streets. You can earn money anywhere and live anywhere on these YouTube, when you are on these YouTube streets. Earn it like I know what I'm talking about. I'm only telling you what I heard. That's the word on the street. And it's coming from the people who are on YouTube. They're telling us. They're telling me there's money to be made. And young people, you all have skills and talents that you can share. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I? Oh. So watching Tanisha's videos kind of gave me pause. She mentions Section 8. The woman has Section 8, but I don't think she wasn't trying to make a connection between Section 8 people destroying properties. What am I saying? I don't think she was trying to say that that one should be wary of renting to someone on Section 8. I don't think she was trying to make that connection. The woman just so happened to be on Section 8. And Section 8 didn't do a whole lot to help Tanisha, but her insurance she's covered under insurance. And so make sure you have your insurance, people. Don't be out here in these streets without insurance. And certainly don't be out here in these streets in a vehicle that is not insured, even if it's just liability. And then you out here driving like you lost your doggone mind with no insurance, run into somebody, cause an accident, and you got the audacity not to be able to fix the damage or have insurance so that the damage can be. You're a menace. You're a menace to society. Get some doggone insurance. And if you qualify for liability, your vehicle is probably old. Okay, stop. Make sure you have insurance. The woman did all of what she did. Plugged up all of the drains and turned on all the faucets. Had water running. Tanisha don't know how long the water was running. And that's because tenants who are being evicted get a heads up. They get a heads up. That gives them time. Well, it gives them time. It's to give them time to move on. Move on. If you hadn't been paying your rent, you ought to have some money. Now see, yes, I am planning these places to stay, but my mind says that the people who check in, who come to stay, they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay. It's a business. It's not personal. It's only personal in that I'm offering a place of peace. You can take that personal. And it is something that in my mind is valuable. But the money that you are paying to stay is paying for the roof over your head. It's paying for the Wi-Fi that you can log on to. It's paying for the housekeeping. It's paying for the food. It's paying. You gotta pay. You gotta pay. You gotta pay to live, people. We don't live. We can't live for free. You know what? I've heard that before. I've heard it before. You know where I heard it? The husband. After I did the dastardly deed, he didn't say it, I do. Now it was time for us to share households. And so it was time for me to move in. And he let me know then that I was not going to be living for free. Okay. I had no expectation to live for free. I wasn't having any more children. Oh no. I had shut that system down. Oh no. No, and no, thank you. I had my two, and I said my two, and that was that. I wasn't happy. So, I had no expectation of living for free. I also had no plan to stop working. I liked what I was doing. I like pushing that bus around the city. I like interacting with people. I didn't like how I didn't like the system that was in place that got the drivers to their pickup spot. Personally, I think there were vans. There should have been a route, a way to get the drivers to their pickup spot. But no, that's not what we had to do. If our route ended in the garage, well, that's where the car was, and that's where we had to end up. That's where we would end the day. But where the route started could have been anywhere in the city, in the cities that we serviced. And so some drivers would drive to their pickup spot and then let the driver drive their car back to the garage. But if that was, if let's say you drove a stick shift manual, well, the driver that you're relieving may not know how to drive that car. And so they can't bring the car back. You have to put it in the garage. And then you have to get on the bus and ride the bus to your starting point. Well, that means we had to use the bus line. Just like regular everyday people. Y'all, I would be in my uniform trying to catch a bus to my... Sometimes stuff happens, and I would be running behind trying to get to the bus, just like regular everyday people, trying to get to the bus. Some people, we might see they on the other side of the street. We cannot stop. We just cannot stop. But the driver would see me in my uniform running, trying to get the bus, and ride right past me. Y'all, some of those drivers, mean. I'm talking about the ones who was riding past me. While I'm in my uniform, you see me. I know you see me because I saw you see me. Running to the bus. You know what? I'm ranting again. That's what I do. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my head in the morning time. This is what I do. Or I'm listening to music, what's going on in the world. NPR. Y'all ain't trying to hear that. Not trying to hear that this morning. Anyway, I was going somewhere with this boat. I don't know what to do with the house when it becomes available. I don't know what I should do. So, agent, real estate agent, talk to me. In the comment section, talk to me. Tell me what I should do. I'm gonna see if I can pay for a collab with Target Watcher with JT. I'm thinking about asking to do a collab with Tanisha because I need to create a budget. I need to, oh yes, I definitely need to create a budget. But really what I want from them is to follow along with me as I do this out loud. That's really what I want. Am I dropping these names because I'm really wanting their help, or am I clout chasing? Can both things be true? I want the channel to grow. I need subscribers. Hello. I need subscribers. I need for subscribers to share the videos. Share the videos, especially the ones that you think a person ought to hear. Like the person who is not pulling their load, who are yoked to you and not pulling their load. They're not doing their fair share. They are behaving like a donkey. They have sat down and refused to move. You are hitched, yoked. Ooh. I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. I promise you, I know what you're going through. I did that. I did that. Now, I didn't walk into it knowing that it would end up that way. I made a decision to marry a high earner. It was all about the bag for me. It was all about the bag for me. He would say, all I need is $200 a week. $200 a week, that's all I need. I can live on $200 a week. In my mind, he was saying that all he needed was $200 a week. And everything over that, well, because I'm a planner, because I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know it's not where I've been, but where I'm about to go. That's been my mentality for a while, y'all. It's been my mentality for a while. So, in my mind, I was going to make that money grow. The excess. Everything that he didn't need. All he needed. That's what he said. He said it often. All I need is $200 a week. So then everything else, I would have been managing well. Okay? But So when I did the dash to the deed, I heard you can't live for free. And fast forward into the future, he's no longer a high earner. And the assets that he had, he no longer has. I'm still working. He is not. I didn't know that 200 a week was what it was going to be costing me. But because I made that covenant agreement, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, I stayed in it. I stayed in it. And I held it down. I had to. I had no choice. Got to keep a roof over my head. Got to feed my children. My children. And I couldn't make him do anything. That's something that I learned. You can't make people do anything, and you can't change people. You cannot change people. Don't even try. Don't do it. You can't do it. I cannot change people. The only one I can change is me. What that taught me was that the only one I can depend on is me. You can't live for free. That plays in my head over and over and over again. Why? Because for years he lived for free. The high earner. The high earner became a leech. I promise you, he was sucking me dry. Which is why I began to pray a little differently. Honestly and earnestly, Lord, please get me out of this mess I've gotten myself into. Please help me. So, Pocket Watcher with JT said, Pocket Watcher with JT said he was groomed. He was groomed to be a boss. He was groomed to be a boss. Hey y'all, I was groomed to be a boss. My mother was an entrepreneur. She worked for herself. I don't know of a time that she worked for anybody else. She always worked for herself. And she earned enough money that she bought property. This is what I saw. My dad was the provider. Even in the home of my angel, he was the provider. She set the tone. She set the tone for the house. She made the house feel like a home. She is the inspiration for my bed and breakfasts. It's her example that I am following after as it relates to the tone of the house, the houses, the places. But the business, my business sense, I saw that in my mother. Anyway, yeah. So I need a little bit of help going forward. Need some direction. I need to create a budget. And I need to stick to it. I need a financial plan. That is what JT does. That's what the pocket market with JT does. He's a financial planner. He's an accountant. I'm going to need help with all this money that's about to be coming in after I get all these subscribers. Hello, subscribe. Hit the like button. Share the videos if you think they're worth it. If you think that it ought to end up in somebody's timeline. And consider getting your own YouTube channel. Ordinary people. God chooses ordinary people who are willing to do this as He asked. Anyway, I gotta go. It's time to make the donuts. So, I'll holler. Y'all be good. Have a great day. And remember that I love you to life. Bye for now.